Hello, guys. Welcome back. I had enough of working with angels for a very long time. Oh my god. I worked with them again today and I forgot. That's why I don't like angels. That tutti fruity, fluffy, lovey dovey energy. So I was begging the demons to set things right, and they're like, oh, want demons come in and help, huh? I think you like tutti frutti energy, and I know very well it was Bilal or someone else that made sure I got the most revolting incense. I don't even know where the hell these incense sticks came from. It's this tutti frutti, repugnant, fruity smell. And the angels liked it. Of course they did. And there was this repugnant energy in the house that. It's not that I'm totally towards darker nocturnal energy, that's a strong way to go. It's there's light in the form of, okay, great, it's light positive energy. Think of working with Lucifer in his light aspect. And there's tutti fruity, fluffy, let's all do something wholesome energy. Ugh, I try to avoid wholesome, is what I try to do on a daily basis. So, Satan finally took pity on me and he balanced the energy in the house out. And, um, I had noticed that I had a couple people posting recently that, that passive aggressive stuff people do that they didn't like the demons. You could tell they didn't. They start to blah, blah, blah about balance, but what they really mean is they don't like you working with demons. And they'll say two things at once. They'll say, oh, there's no evil in the universe, but I love my demons, is what the but is. And they are my family. This is our territory, our turf to defend. It's not just me having to defend it alone. It's ours. All of ours. Which is why squabbles break out, because it's everybody's territory and it's not exactly socialism. Shut up, Loki. But yeah, it is. It's everybody's territory. It's everybody's territory to defend because, cynically speaking, a god's going to fight a hell of a lot harder to defend actual territory of their own than they are to defend something you own. It's common sense. But you also do it because they're genuinely your family and you love them. And this person had like me taking weeks and babying and pampering the demons as they were coming in and giving them totally their way. You have to be able to do that. You have to, especially when you're working with a new pantheon, be able to not exactly coddle them for a bit, but you have to be able to make sure they feel safe. Especially if you're thinking of working with demons, they want to know that you're not fucking hiding bottles of holy water and Bibles around the house in case this shit goes south. They want to know that they're safe, that you respect them for what they are, and that you're willing to work with them for what they are, and that the moment they do something you don't like, you're not going to be trying banishing. That shit don't work. And it's just some people seem to have a mistaken idea of working with the gods. At one time they're saying they're all powerful. All powerful my ass. I haven't seen them do the fucking dishes yet. As I actually mentioned this morning, and I got back a little grump of, that's beneath us. I said, bull fucking shit. You can't do dishes. You can't do chores. You can't balance a checkbook. There's a lot of things you can't do. And then they go off and they have a sulk and they're kind of looking at you like, I hate you. And after a while, you just learn to talk to them like you talk to any other family member. I love them. They're powerful. They're strong. But don't get on my last fucking nerve when I am barely standing to do the dishes and you're just there going dit 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 about something, because they'll run their mouth on you. And it is a struggle sometimes on a daily basis because Odin and Loki get ambitious and try to take over the household, and the demons want to take over the household, and you've got other angels deciding they want to come in, and you never get a balance. Fucking get rid of that idea. You're never going to get a balance. It's kind of like having beachfront property, and the most you can do is to work with how far the tides come in is what you can do. You're going to have times when there's going to be more of one influence, then it goes back out and another influence will come in. But I know the demons set me up to work with the angels because I'd forgotten exactly what happens when you get too much angelic energy around you. It's actually, to me, it's repugnant and I don't like it. Because angels are kind of like those people nobody likes because they know they're right and they're not, but they know they're right. And you cannot reason with an angel. They're obedient, they follow orders, and that's a problem because they can't think outside the box, they can't go against orders, or they end up in the bad place. Or I'm getting giggles back here because they know what I mean. But they're very hard to work with. They won't go against the plan, whether they're following orders from a higher power or they are doing their own thing. They won't go against the plan or divine order where demons will just figure a way around it. You don't need to know how I did it. I did it. Aren't you impressed? So I'm definitely more pro demon. I will still occasionally work with angels. And as Michael was departing, I felt this amused energy of I gave you exactly what you asked for. I let way too much stuff in because I wanted to remind you. It's not like I'm bitter enemies with Michael. It's just he knows I'm not suited to ever be a Catholic again, to ever be Christian, or to work with demons or God or Jesus long term. It's just every so often, since I was brought up Catholic, you will go home, occasionally go, hey, and then you'll remember why you left home and you'll run away from home again and run to the demons. And they've all been amused. And we're trying to, recover from the idea of having too much of that horrifying energy in the house. And you have to find out where your happy is, where your normal is. My happy is working with the demons. They make me feel safe and relaxed. And you can only have so much on your plate at one time. Just dealing with demons and Norse gods is usually enough for me because sometimes you're picking up one child in this hand and one child in that hand and going, no, stop fighting. Shh. So, some days you're keeping the kids from killing each other or destroying the house. I always tell them, take it outside. Take it outside. But I also wanted to address the idea of misusing sage. Sage is not a water bottle that we spray bad gods in the face with. That is not what it's for. It's for if you feel you have a lot of negative energy in your house, you can use it to cleanse and balance things. Some people don't even fucking believe in it. Some witches think it's bullshit in a box. They don't cleanse. They just do not do it. But the people who do will cleanse with the sage, and you're basically, I go witter shins the way I do it, because you're just moving all that energy out and you're breaking it up and you're saying, okay, sometimes this kind of energy is useful, but it's not useful to me at the current moment. I'm just getting it out. You don't have to go around your house in a panic like that witch in Blair Witch 2, where she was screaming and panicking, and what did she have? A crystal or sage? Whatever the fuck she had. But she was screaming and panicking because the real witch showed up? Yeah, you don't need to do that shit. Um, it's not about these are big, bad, ugly demons who are going to drag me to the bad Bernie place if I don't threaten them with sage. And it's not angels are ultimately better. Some angels are fucking destructive and will kill you. Michael is the angel of death, and I never forget that dealing with him. He is the straight up angel of death and the angel of plagues. I never fucking put that out of my mind when I'm dealing with him. I love him, but he's fucking destructive. And you can separate them from the church teachings and go with what you learn. And maybe you'll learn of a Michael that never did any of those horrible things. But you have to remember the stories you're going from at least. So you do have to be careful what you do. Like I will occasionally work with Michael. I love him. But when I've brought up stuff like plagues and firstborn children of Egypt, he finds other places to look. I don't want to believe he would be capable of such things, but angels were created to follow orders. That's their only function. They were made to follow orders. They're basically, I'm not trying to be insulting, but they're basically like a robot that follows orders. And they have personalities and they have emotions, but the moment they break those orders, they are no longer welcome at home and they can go live with Big Brother somewhere else. So it's something to keep in mind. They don't get the free will humans do, or they would be 10 times worse than they are now. I got they don't get to do things. Paradoxically, God won't put a rein in on some of them either when they're going way too far, especially like if you work with Michael. Michael can get very overzealous, which is what he did today, and he got way too much energy in the house, which he tends to do because he's a bit of a smartass. I love him, but he likes to show you how far he can go. And he got all the energy all out of kilter in the house, and I love him, but he's a smartass, and he likes to do what he likes to do, and nobody's going to stop him, even God, because God never puts any checks on him. And so I had to go running to the demons and ask Lucifer and Satan, will you please balance him out because he's fucking crazy again? And they were more than happy to after they let me twist in the wind for a while. They were like, oh no, I like it. Your house smells like tutti frutti. What is that smell? Cherries? Berries? It smells so sweet. Oh, look at you. You have such a sweet smelling house. They really drug me through it, and then after they decided I suffered enough, they were like, "Fine, okay." And the moment they got rid of the overbalance of energy, I can still smell the incense a little. It's like Michael still going poke, poke. I smelled something from next door. It's weird, but it was like a counterbalance scent because sometimes I work by scent. The neighbor has this generator, whatever he runs off of oil, and it always smells like burnt hot dogs mixed with peanut butter. I have no idea what the hell he burns in that thing, but that's what it smells like. I smelled that and I'm like, ugh, can you use another thing? But fine. It was kind of like the counterbalance. Usually demons with me, they use pleasant scents like leather or even roses or lilies or something that doesn't smell so cloyingly sweet, but this was kind of like, oh, what are you gonna do? Here, we'll blow it downwind so you can smell it. Burnt hot dogs and peanut butter. It smells gross. I don't know what the hell he burns. So I just figured I would touch base with you guys. I'm feeling better if I have makeup on, but it was like, ugh, all that. Ew. There's such a thing as too wholesome. If you want to live there, we basically can't have a conversation because I don't believe in having angels running amok. In fact, if I try to work with just angels, I find out they don't like me very much. It's not that I have to live in fear of them, but I'm not a team player. I don't listen to directions, and they literally cannot understand that. Where demons know damn well what it's like, which is why demons ride the people that work with them so hard. Shut up, Loki. Because they didn't listen either. So whether you see them as demons or gods, whatever, you need them in your life if you work well with them. You need them. Don't listen to anyone that says, "Oh, you should treat them poorly," or you should get territorial. No, this is our home. This is our fucking home, full stop. We all live together and we all own it together, so it's in their best interest, cynically speaking, to keep the place in one piece. And it's their temple as far as I'm concerned, as long as they keep the damn thing standing. So if you guys like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you later. Bye bye.